Hey everybody, welcome back. In the last episode, I talked about the American Express Gold Card, and in this episode, I'm going to talk about the Charles Schwab version of the American Express Platinum Card. That card is a really sweet card because you get 1.25 cents per point for cash back through the Charles Schwab brokerage account, and that is a sweet deal. So basically, it's like the typical American Express Platinum Card, but with the cash back feature. However, with this card, you do have to have a brokerage account at Charles Schwab to get this card. And with that brokerage account, you probably will have the Charles Schwab checking account, which is a really awesome bank account. I'm not going to go into too much depth with that in this video because I'll make this video way too long. Anyway, so the earning rates on this card are 5 times the points for airlines, and when you put in the cashback perspective, it's 6.25% cashback. Sweet deal. And for hotels booked, it's 5 times the points for prepaid hotels through the American Express travel portal only, which is kind of a huge downside because I think it's better to book hotels from the hotel directly to get your hotel points and status. And then it's 1 point per dollar and everything else. The card has some really sweet perks. It has the Centurion Lounge access. Those lounges are super sweet. I've only been to 2 of them. I've only been to the one in Philadelphia, and I've only been to the one in Dallas. They're both really nice lounges, so you can't go wrong. The food's incredible, the drinks are great, and it's just a place to chill out before your flight to burn time in the airport because, you know, the airports in the U.S. anyway are pretty boring while you're waiting for your flight. It has the extended warranty benefit, which most credit cards have. It used to have roadside assistance. They got rid of that this year, and I really miss that because I had to use it twice, and they were great. That's a benefit that is unfortunately gone, and I'm really gonna miss it. So it sucks that it's gone, but they replaced it with the travel and trip delay insurance. So I've never had to use that. Knock on wood. But I believe they give you a certain amount, like $600 or something. I don't know that number exact. If you have that number, you know, leave in the comment section below. So if your flight gets delayed, they'll give you some money to cover expenses that were completely unexpected. So for a high annual fee travel card at $550, I think that's pretty important to have. Anyway, another key benefit to the American Express Platinum Card is the concierge service. And I've only used that once. And that was just to book a reservation at a local restaurant in my town, and they did a phenomenal job. The lady was very helpful, got it done in less than 5 minutes, and I just got an email confirmation of the reservation. Then all I had to do was show up and enjoy my time. So yeah, that's how great the concierge is. And I think there's a story from like 2007, I think it was, or I don't have the exact date and time, but I think the year was 2007. The concierge was able to find a Nintendo Wii, which was impossible to find at the time. They called like every store and finally got one and got it for the customer, which is really cool. So that's how cool the concierge is. They can also get you tickets to sporting events too. The card is like other typical American Express cards. You know, it has all the card offers, so you'll like spend, you know, like $50 and get 10 back at like CPK, for example. So always check your Amex account every day for that because those are constantly changing, constantly adding new ones, and I'm not sure if they're limited or not, but it's better to get something that you think you'll use before they take it off. So anyway, the card can, you know, like the other American Express cards, transfer to airline partners, which I haven't done that yet, actually. If you have, tell me about your experience because sometimes those travel partners can be quite confusing. Your timing has to be good. So you have to search the airline you want to transfer to, find that sweet flight you want to take, and then, you know, pull the trigger and transfer the points. I typically go for the cashback route because it's pretty easy and straightforward. There's one key benefit with the Schwab card, and that is if you have $250,000, you get $100 off the $550 annual fee. If you have $1 million, you get $200 off the annual fee. So if you have $1 million at Schwab and you want to get this card, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer because your annual fee will only be $350, and all the perks of the card will outweigh the annual fee. So I got to discuss those now since I mentioned it. The perks include $200 with your selected airline. So as I discussed in my last video, pick your airline and then use the benefits. I use American Airlines, so that's the one I'm going to choose. Or I already chose it. The Saks Fifth Avenue credit is, it's all right. I don't really shop much at Saks Fifth Avenue because it's a super expensive store and they don't have much that fits a tall guy like me. So what I usually do is I drive to my closest Saks Fifth Avenue store, go in and just pick up a gift card for $50. That does work. You have to do it in the store, though. I don't think you could do it online. It has to be done in the store. So as of the recording of this video, it should still work because back in January, I went to my Saks Fifth Avenue and picked up a gift card for $50, and I collect them, and then when there's something I want to buy, I just redeem those gift cards. They're also part of ShopRunner, which is a key American Express benefit, so you should be able to get the free shipping on most items purchased at Saks Fifth Avenue. And you get those Uber credits. Those Uber credits can be kind of annoying to use because it's use them or lose them. They only give you $15 a month. So in the last video, as I described, when I went skiing in Jacksonville, Wyoming, I did have to take a Lyft home, and I would have preferred Uber because, I have the credits. However, the reason I did is because I already used my $15. I didn't know I was going to have to use it. And you only get $15 per month instead of the full $200 where you have the whole calendar year to use them. That's the way I think it should be, but unfortunately they just give you $15 credits every month. So they work for Uber Eats, which is good. I typically use mine for McDonald's because it covers the $15 with all the delivery fees and stuff. I think there's a pickup option, but for some reason, some of the restaurants aren't available for pickup, which is weird. So I just go with the delivery from McDonald's. It's easy. It just burns all the credits, and I don't have to worry about losing $1 of my credits. So yeah, those are some of the key perks. So you have $200 of airline credits, $200 of Uber credits, and $100 of Saks Fifth Avenue credits. I forgot to mention though that the Saks Fifth Avenue credits are semi-annual credits. So $50 between January 1st and June 30th, and $50 between July 1st and December 31st. So take note of that. Anyway, so yep, that is most of the things I have to say about the Charles Schwab Platinum Card. And one thing I just remembered to mention is Saks Fifth Avenue has things on sale for less than $50. Check that out if you're looking for another way to redeem that $50. So I thank you again for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, and experiences about this card, leave them in the comments below. And I'd love to hear from you. So thank you again for watching, and have a great night. Take care.